You think your back is small, so you add more pull-ups, more rows, more sets. But here's what's actually happening. Your hands quit before your back does. Your fingers open up, your grip fades. The set ends early, and your lats never get fully challenged. It's not your back that's weak, it's your forearms. You can train like a warrior, you can row heavy, you can pull with perfect form. But if your hands can't hold the weight long enough, your back will never reach its real size. And here's the part nobody wants to hear. Skipping forearms is one of the biggest beginner mistakes in training. Forearms are what I call silent dominance muscles. Like a thick neck, like dense traps, like sharp abs under a shirt. You can have big biceps. But if your forearms look like noodles when you wear a t-shirt, the illusion breaks. And here's the twist. Strong forearms don't just look good. They change how you're perceived. A firm handshake, a stable press, a confident pull-up. All of that starts below the elbow. So if you want a bigger back, stronger lifts, and arms that actually look complete, you have to fix the weak link. And before we talk exercises, you need to understand something important. Your wrists themselves won't magically grow. But what surrounds them? That can transform fast. And once you understand that difference, everything changes. Because the next thing I'm about to explain is why most people train forearms for months and still see nothing. Let's clear something up right now. Your wrist bones aren't going to grow. There's no hidden wrist muscle waiting to explode. The wrist is mostly bone, tendons, and connective tissue. So if you're hoping for massive bone growth, that's not how this works. But here's the good news. Your forearm muscles can grow aggressively. And when they do, your wrists look thicker automatically. It's an illusion, but a powerful one. The real problem? Most beginners train forearms the wrong way. They spam wrist curls. They chase burn. They count reps instead of tension. And then they wonder why nothing changes. Forearms grow when you train their real functions, not random movements, not ego reps. Functions. There are 4 that matter. Elbow flexion, bending the arm under load, wrist flexion and extension, rotation, pronation, and supination. Grip strength under tension. If you train those correctly, everything changes. Your veins pop faster. Your grip stops failing early. Your arms look denser from every angle. And here's something most people miss. Forearms visually transform quicker than most muscles. You don't need extreme leanness. You don't need a 2-hour arm day. You need precision. But before we get into the movements, there's one muscle that controls the entire look of your forearm. Miss this muscle, and you'll train forever with average results. Train it right, and your forearms start looking powerful from the side instantly. In the next part, I'll show you the muscle most people ignore and why it's the real key to thick forearms. If you want thicker forearms, there's one muscle you can't ignore, the brachioradialis. It sits on the outer part of your forearm. And when it's developed, your arms look dense even when relaxed. This is the muscle that gives that rock climber look, that I grip steel for fun look. And here's the problem. Most guys barely train it. They do standard curls, palms up, which mostly target the biceps. But the brachioradialis activates strongest when your grip changes. Neutral, pronated, different angles. That's why some guys train arms for years and still have flat forearms. Wrong angle, wrong emphasis. And the best part? You don't need heavy weight to activate it. You need tension and control, slow reps, clean motion, intentional grip. When this muscle grows, your forearm width increases from the side. It changes the silhouette of your arm. But this is just the foundation, because muscle activation is one thing. Real thickness comes from combining that with grip overload and wrist stability. So now that you know what muscle matters most, let's get into the actual exercises that build forearms that look strong, even when you're doing nothing. And the first one is deceptively simple, but brutally effective. Let's keep this simple and effective. Move 1. Pronated curls. Flip your grip over, palms facing down. Curl slowly. That small change shifts tension directly onto the brachioradialis. No swinging, no rushing. Control the negative. Move 2. Dead hangs. Grab a bar, hang. No momentum, no kipping. Just gravity versus your grip. If you can't hold 30 seconds clean, you've found your weakness. Move 3. Towel hangs. Throw a towel over the bar and hold it instead. Your grip strength will drop fast. That's the point. This forces deeper forearm activation. Move 4. Rice bucket drills. Old school but deadly effective. Open, close, twist, dig. Train the small muscles no one else touches. Move 5. Fingertip push-ups. This builds wrist control and finger strength together. Start on your knees if needed. Progress slowly. Here's what matters. Quality over ego. Forearms respond to tension and frequency, not reckless overload. And when you combine these 5 movements consistently, your arms stop looking unfinished. But there's still one mistake that can ruin all of this progress. And if you're making it, you might be sabotaging your results without realizing it. You can do every exercise correctly. But if you ignore this, progress stalls. The mistake? Training forearms once a week. Forearms are built for daily use. They recover fast. They respond to frequency. Instead of one brutal session, do short, focused work multiple times per week. 5 to 10 minutes. High intent, progress gradually. Add seconds to hangs, add control to curls. Add resistance over time. And don't train through joint pain. Muscle burn is fine, sharp wrist pain is not. Respect recovery, build slowly. Because thick forearms aren't built in one savage workout. They're built through consistent overload and patience. And here's the truth. When your forearms grow, your entire upper body looks more complete. Your handshake feels stronger, your lifts stabilize, your confidence shifts. So the real question is this: are you going to keep skipping them? Or are you finally going to build the bridge that unlocks everything else? And if you want to take it even further, the next step isn't harder training. It's smarter structure.